Welcome to match 2 of night 6 of the Women's Intercontinental Classic. We are in the Ruby League for our first match of the Ruby League, and oh boy, is it a big match. Dakota Kai, Jaida Parker. Someone's getting eliminated here.
A superstar who is ready for a fight.
Explain?
Well, let's start with Dakota Kai for a second. So Dakota Kai sitting there at 9 points at the moment. Lost to Julia last night in a, critical loss. Dakota Kai wins tonight over Jaida Parker. She would need Julia to lose tonight against Michin. And then
In the Ruby League main event.
in the Ruby League main event, the overall main event. And then we need Julia to lose to Jaida Parker next Wednesday. And then win next week, next Wednesday. I think if I'm correct, it's Nikki Cross.
Yes.
No, it's Tatum Paxley. She would need to win out and Julia to lose out in order to clinch the second semifinal spot.
But what about Jaida Parker? What if she beats Dakota Kai tonight and beats Julia next week?
Well, in order for that to happen, she would need Julia to lose to Michin. If Julia beats Michin, then Jaida and Dakota are out. But if Julia loses, Jaida can run the table. Jaida beats Dakota Kai and then beats Julia next Wednesday. She's the definitive semifinalist. So this is a critical match for both these ladies. This is basically who's going to stay alive. This is basically an elimination round. Dakota Kai loses, she's eliminated. Jaida Parker loses, she's eliminated. So it's basically who's going to hang around at least until the overall main event. Right now, Jaida Parker's on a bit of a losing streak. Lost 3 in a row. She lost to Lyra. She's lost to Ivy. She lost to Tatum. So there's just a whole lot of things that have to go down here in this matchup. Hopefully we get a competitive match here. So here we go.
Speaking of Tatum Paxley has the same score as Jaida Parker, both sitting at 6 points.
Overalls at the moment, Dakota Kai's an 82 overall. You have a 70. What's the overall for Jaida?
Is as dangerous as they come.
Wow, so this definitely makes Jaida Parker the underdog here. This makes Jaida Parker the underdog here because she needs something. She needs to beat Dakota Kai if she wants to have a chance right now, because right now her back's against the wall.
Dakota Kai, you'll notice that she shoved off Jaida Parker off that initial calling elbow drop. Now it's a side headlock against Jaida Parker. I think Dakota Kai is just trying to show that she's confident. She's confident that she's going to win this match. And then I think she's just hoping and praying that Julia moves tonight.
How crazy would this be, considering the amount of stakes that are going into each match, especially in the Rose Gold League with that 4-person logjam going into the night at 9 points. Imagine Kyrie and Raquel does end in a draw. They're both at 10 points. Kalani Jordan beats Kyrie Singh next Wednesday. All of a sudden, things could get very, very interesting. That's if Mina does lose to Becky Lynch tonight, which is a big match for Mina Shirakawa right there. As these two ladies understand how big these stakes are, they would basically have to win out and hope Julia just loses out. That's how big the win was from Julia last night against Dakota Kai.
So these women trading holds, especially after Jaida Parker went for that cheeky roll-up right at the beginning of the match. As Wrench is in the side headlock right now.
Transitioning into the armbar.
Going back to what you were talking about with the Rose Gold League. Now, if Kyrie Singh beats Raquel Rodriguez tonight, but Kalani Jordan beats Kyrie Singh on night 7, and Raquel Rodriguez beats whoever she's facing on night 7, we're back in the top.
Punch connects.
Oh, yeah.
Even if Mina Shirakawa loses tonight against Becky Lynch, if she wins on night 7,
there's going to be a whole lot of confusion considering what happens next Wednesday. But what I do know is that it's anybody's game at this point. Jaida Parker right now trying to stay alive in this tournament. That 3-match losing streak has been diabolical for her.
very much so. Jaida Parker, I feel like she's definitely been off her game lately. Been too focused on Blake Monroe as of late. Been focused on her NXT return. Focused on getting finally NXT gold to the point where she's not focusing on getting the women's IC title gold. And right now, Dakota Kai laying in those vicious strikes, scooping up Jaida Parker, but Jaida Parker able to swoop out right into that chop block. Very smart of Jaida, taking out the legs of a buzzsaw like Dakota Kai.
Even with the lack of focus. Oh my God! The back of Jaida Parker must be crushed at that point. The lack of focus for Jaida Parker has certainly been a factor over the last few matches, but it hasn't stopped Jaida Parker from making a name for herself right now as she goes for the pinfall. Big win. No. Tamina trying to maybe help out. I don't know. You know, Dakota Kai was in one of the wild card battle royals, but Dakota Kai ended up subbing in for one of the wild cards that we had, Sky Blue. Jaida Parker was chosen to be in here, and Jaida Parker seemingly made an impression throughout the first two matches. However, that match with Lyra, then Ivy, and then Tatum, that's certainly thrown her off her game at the moment. So this match is critical. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Elbow! The spinning back elbow, that Judas effect, but can she effect?
Oh! Dakota Kai kicks out. That could have been the best chance for Jaida Parker. And now the leader of Team Kick is trying to get back in this match. Oh my God!
My God, French Devitt leg, double foot stop. And now Dakota trying to fire herself up after that. Disgusting back elbow. Another big grab, and she's looking.
And now Parker busted open.
With kicks coming in for Dakota Kai, she's feeling the urgency now, especially out of that back elbow from out of nowhere from Jaida Parker.
And now trying to go for a double knees to the corner, but Jaida Parker gets out of the way. And now Dakota Kai with a Hurricane Rana. There's a lot of pressure on Jaida Parker right now trying to stay alive. Same with Dakota Kai. What is Kai thinking here? And now Dakota Kai! Dakota kick! GTK!
From Dakota Kai! She's close to the ropes though.
Got her! Dakota Kai wins! Jaida Parker's out! Kai is still alive!
Now she just has to hope and pray that Julia loses to Michin tonight.
If not, Dakota Kai will be eliminated. But hey, she's back in the win column. But is it too little, too late?